The power of prayer. Let me tell you about the power of prayer. In fact, let me share this amazing testimony of the power of prayer with you. I don't know if you've ever heard of George Mueller, but he was a German man who didn't really have faith in God, but he decided to go to seminary and just become a preacher, a minister, just do the whole religious thing, thought it'd be, quite, easy, quaint, cushy job, some little country church in Germany or something like that. But then he encounters the living Jesus. He gets truly saved and born again, and he goes all out for the Lord. He makes his way to Bristol, England, over a time and period of serving the Lord and preaching, and he begins to run orphanages for children. At one point, he is actually taking care of 10,000 children, completely by faith, all provision prayed in. He had a prayer journal where he said he had over 50,000 answered prayers in it. But these 5 answered prayers are the most amazing, I think. This is what he wrote in his journal. In November 1844, I began to pray for the conversion of 5 individuals. I prayed every day without a single intermission, whether sick or in health, on the land, on the sea, and whatever the pressure of my engagements might be. 18 months elapsed before the first of the 5 was converted. I thanked God and I prayed on for the others. 5 years elapsed, and then the second was converted. I thanked God for the second and prayed on for the other 3. Day by day, I continued to pray for them, and 6 years passed before the third was converted. I thanked God for the 3 and went on praying for the other 2. These 2 remained unconverted. 36 years later, he wrote that the other 2, sons of one of Mueller's friends, were still not converted. He wrote, "But I hope in God. I pray on and I look for the answer. They are not converted yet, but they will be." That's faith. In 1897, 52 years after he began to pray daily without interruption for these 2 men, they were still finally converted, but after George Mueller died. Mueller understood what Luke meant when he introduced a parable Jesus told about prayer, saying, "Then Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up." There is a supernatural power in prayer that is prayed according to the will of God. And in this miraculous case with George Mueller, even after the man died, his prayers were still crying out to the Lord, and they were answered. That is the power of prayer.